Hello Diamond Clubbers, Nicholas Fairbairn, doTERRA Diamond right now, but in the future I will be a Blue Diamond and a Presidential Diamond, and I'm here to talk to you about my experience of Diamond Club. I've personally done Diamond Club twice, and they were, to be honest, first time probably the most challenging thing I've ever done, but also the best thing that I've ever done. And there's a couple of things that I got out of it personally. Number one is it took my business from a hobby to an actual business. I had to take myself serious. I had to move through a lot of things that were holding me back. I had to know my numbers. I had to schedule. I had to really step it up into being a leader. Before I was ready, just so you know, it was before I was ready. And that was probably the most challenging part. But looking back on it is the most incredible thing that I've ever done for my business, because I now have a full-time business where I am rewarded greatly and I get to do what I love, where I love, every single day of my life. It's pretty damn awesome. So the things that I got out of it were, when I started, I was just qualified as a premier. I think second last day of December. And I was averaging I think it was 4 to 8 enrollments per month in my entire organization. And I thought 18 enrollments per month was impossible. That's crazy to even think that was happening. And I thought, I'll just do the first month and at least I'll get some travel paid for. But I ended up completing Diamond Club, and my team never went below 30 new enrollments per month after my first round of Diamond Club. So the momentum created was incredible. Then the second year I did Diamond Club, my team never went below 100 new members per month, and now it never goes below about 250 new members every single month. So the momentum is still going from my first Diamond Club a few years back. And this is something that you would never think. I don't just have I have a pretty much worldwide team now because of that momentum created. So yeah, it's going to be challenging. You're going to be away from the people that you love. You're going to be doing lots of driving or flying and doing extra hours. So yeah, support yourself, support your heart, and watch the video on Lifelong Vitality Pack about that and how that will help you with this. But there's a couple of things that I really got out of Diamond Club. Number one I've already said, but then another thing is the connections with your team members, your family, your friends that support you on this journey. Those lifelong friendships and connections created, you'll never ever forget them, because you are staying on people's couches, you're staying in their home, they're picking you up from the airport, they're cooking you food, they're making you snacks. You're helping them create their dreams, but they're also supporting you in creating your dreams. So it's just a phenomenal experience to sit down and be with people and really learning about them. So that was probably the biggest thing I got out of Diamond Club, was the connections. As I said, they're lifelong. That you'll remember I remember the classes like they were yesterday. Some of those classes, from one class, there is now a team of about 3,000 people. From one class of 5 people. That's how we've expanded and grew over a few years. There's a few other things that I got. Little victories. You have little victories, you have challenges, you have what you would appear as failures. And one of those failures actually turned into a victory for me, which was, I was flying all over. I think I flew to Perth, Sydney, and Adelaide. And from those away classes, I actually didn't get many enrollments. But the flights were quite expensive, and I felt really bad because people had invested in me, and I felt like I failed them. And they told me, my upline said, you haven't failed us. We're investing in you long term. And that was a victory for me, because it was like, wow, people can see my potential before I saw it. And that's the biggest thing that I got out of that little victory. Another failure that you could look at and go, oh, nobody turned up to a class. We had a couple of classes cancelled. This was in Adelaide. And we didn't just sit there and give up. We said, all right, we've got classes cancelled. We've got some time. Let's drive around, because I'm already in Adelaide, and let's find some other venues. some other people that would like to run some workshops. From that, we now have a solid silver leader that we walked in and we spoke to, and now they're full-time in doTERRA too. So when you have those little setbacks, those things that don't go to plan, because it won't go to plan, you'll have a perfect structure in your brain and it won't go that way. Make sure that you use that time wisely, and you can use that by connecting with your leader who you're there with, learning about them, making friendships, making those solid bonds. These are going to be people that you work with for the rest of your life. These are people that are going to be some of your closest friends. They get you, they're your tribe. You can plan for the following month and set some things up, and you can also go around and find some new leads. Don't feel like if one person turns up or if nobody turns up, that's a failure. And remember, the momentum gained over the 4 months is something that will continue for the rest of your life and the rest of your business. It's going to be incredible. So, yeah, do it. If you're serious about having the lifestyle like I've created, which is that, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, like the abundance of health, the abundance of happiness, doing something you're truly passionate about and care about, with people that you like and care about as well, and making a real difference in the world, then I look at it as like it's 4 months of dedication, 4 months of being committed, and it's ultimately 4 years of personal development crammed into 4 months. And it'll shake you. You'll be a completely different person on the other side, but it will make you a better version of yourself. It will solidify your commitment to yourself and your commitment to your dreams, and just go out after it. Don't look at anything as a failure. If you're going out after Diamond Club and you don't qualify, you're not a failure. If you start Diamond Club and don't finish Diamond Club, you're not a failure, because the momentum that you created is what the 99% of people will never do. 99% of people will never go out after their dreams. But just by doing that, you've created something, you've started something, you've taken that harder step, which is the first step. And like me, I did Diamond Club twice. First year was a bit of a schmozzle. I got through, I don't know how, still don't know how, but I did. And now I get to live my dream every single day. So I hope that helps whoever's on that fence. And yeah, connect with your dream team. That's also really important. Find out who the people, tell them how they can support you, people that you love, how they can support you. Be really clear on it. This is what I need you to do. Can you make me some meals? Can you mind the kids? Can you pick me up from an airport? Can you, when I'm crying, wanting to give up, can you like listen to me, but don't let me give up on my dreams? Speak to these people, and start setting yourself up for success now. You've got 2 months. You've got 2 solid months, 2 and a bit months to get this all sorted and qualify for Diamond Club. And you've got a really great support with corporate and all of us. So I love you all. Peace out. You can do this.